I know that I've covered this before, but I think I want to emphasize on it that try not to get too caught up in all the things that don't matter, right? 'Cause the world is full of them, you know, gay versus straight, religion versus religion, you know, race versus race, country versus country, left versus right. There's just so many little mini battles happening everywhere, and you know, one side blames the other, one side attacks the other, one side. It doesn't matter, right? What matters is where all this dissension, I got it this time, and division stems from, right? And it stems from a lack of compassion. The big picture is to look out for one another, to love one another, to take care of one another, right? Everybody is suffering, and we need to be there for each other's suffering. If more people had compassion, we wouldn't be where we are, right? This system, people who think that we need money, I know it's a big system, but like that is the thinking for the system that we're in now, which requires money. But a system where we all just contribute because we care about one another and we want what's best for one another, that's also possible. But it's not possible as long as you have this selfish, egocentric, survivor-based instinct, right? The goal is to get to a point where you don't have to choose or make a decision on, you know, if it comes to a situation you have to sacrifice few for the many. The few will step up and volunteer, right? That's the goal, is to get to a situation in which every single person in the world is willing to make a sacrifice for the better of everyone else, and ultimately the children, right? It's all about what kind of world do you want your children to grow up in, and their children. Do you want our children to keep growing up in this world that's all about bureaucratics and politics and hate and money and greed? That's not the way. And as long as we have that way of thinking, we're not going to progress as a human. I don't know if race is the right word. We're not going to progress as humanity as long as there's all these little things that separate us, right? You got to look past cultural differences and skin color and religion, right? And just look at what matters. And what matters is that we all make decisions that are based in love. If we all made decisions that were based in love and we chose to love one another, that's the stepping stone into making the world a better place and the world healing. Right? Because it's like when women attack men and when men attack women, it's like your feelings are valid. The way you see the world is understandable, but you have to know that the way you see the world, you're putting other people on the defense. Let bygones be bygones, right? And that's hard. I know that's not a simple task, right? Just forget about all the trespasses. But if you don't, and you keep holding people accountable for these things, right? Like just grouping, taking a whole group and labeling it because of, you know, some bad apples in that group, that just is going to, it's a never-ending cycle, right? And like I said, that's not what truly matters. That's all I wanted to say. Have a good day.